Okay, so something I think that needs addressing is the latest Fortnite season. I mean, immediately you can see it with the aliens. This is why Fortnitemares was a flop, man. Everything in this game is a collab now. I mean, every skin is a collab. Every season is some kind of collab. It's just, there's no breaking away from it. And the biggest problem with that is usually Fortnite, when there is a big collab or there's something going on, there's a lot of hype around it, but they're not hyping up any of these events. The most hype we've had recently was K-pop Demon Hunters, and that wasn't even Fortnite's doing. That was the community. That was people leaking the skins. That was people excited for the skins, trying to figure out which game was going to get them. So yeah, I think that's a huge problem with Fortnite right now, is every single season it's collab after collab after collab. I mean, even right now, the season coming up is The Simpsons. Oops. Like, I really do miss the days of Fortnite when we were able to just play the game and it was just a bunch of Fortnite made skins, you know? I mean, that was classic. But now every single season, you have to have collabs. And with the K-pop Demon Hunters thing, they did a really cool event in game. Like, they made a whole new game mode, which was actually pretty sick, to be honest. And then it just went away. It straight up just disappeared one day. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand that the game mode is still here. The skins were in the item shop for quite a while, to be honest. But the fact still remains is, like, we got more hype over Daft Punk, and we still have this giant monolith in the middle of the freaking map. I don't think we needed all this for Daft Punk. It seems like they're focusing so much on collabs and just making that quick buck that they're not even worried about the creator anymore. And I understand that collabs in the past have done a lot of work and made a lot of business. I'm sure they've made a lot of people a lot of money. But at the end of the day, when you're more focused on collabs than you are the game, that's messed up. Like, there are still so many bugs in the game that they haven't fixed or they haven't talked about. I mean, even with Fortnitemares itself, there was no hype around it. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool seeing Scream and being able to do Scream things and call people. Like, that's cool and all, but like, it's not everything. Nice. Like, a lot of people nowadays don't understand that there's more to Fortnite than just finding a collab that you like or waiting for your favorite collab to come out. Fortnite is running the market already. It's a billion-dollar company, and we still have glitches in the game that they can't fix. Like, they did the collab with Halo in the last season, which was cool because they didn't overdo it. No, I don't know anybody who likes the bugs per se, but at least they didn't overdo it with the collab. Until you get to the shop. The shop is just filled with collabs. That's it. And for people who don't maybe watch those movies or watch the creators that they're collabing with, it's kind of like a dagger. There's not a lot of skins to choose from at that point. It just kind of becomes one of those situations like, well, you get what you get. You know, the entire item shop is going to cost more than it ever has. It's way more expensive because we're going to do all these collabs and not even hype it up. Like, we knew Fortnitemares was coming. It comes every single season. And like, there's a few cool things. Like, we can start talking about the weapons too. The pumpkin launcher. That's it. That's all they've done. I mean, they added some POIs on the map. Like, you can see one right there. And there's another one somewhere. Like, the bridge is different and all that. But at the end of the day, like, a POI isn't going to save the game. Like, I'm sure there were other weapons that they had vaulted that they could have used. How did he have so much shield after all of that? Let's just take a look at the item shop. Let's look at the best sellers. In the back of the best sellers, you have your collabs, but the first 4 skins on there aren't collab skins. Not a collab skin. Collab, collab, collab. Not a collab skin, thankfully, but like collabs after collabs after collabs after collabs. Like, you have this one section and then more collab skins, and like, it's getting unbearable. You know, there's skins that last in the item shop that nobody's buying anymore. The hype is gone. Update the shop. It's that simple. And if we keep on the discussion about the weapons, there's one. You have the grenade launcher, or you have the rocket launcher rather. Even then, a lot of people pick it up just for fun. Where are the suppressed weapons? You know, suppressed weapons where you could crouch around. Where is like a big event? Like, you updated 2 parts of the map. You added Jason Voorhees, you know. You added Jason Voorhees and Doja Cat. And you put them on the map. And they're so easy to kill. You can shred them in like 10 seconds. They're not even a challenge. And whether the game is gearing up to try to gear towards kids or whether or not they're trying to do to their older audience, it at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because either way across the board, they're failing. They're completely failing in that regard. And it's honestly sad to see. The loot pool does not match the season, nor is it any good. Like, they're not changing it up like they have in previous seasons. Well, they'll change it up a little bit. The fact is, like, if you just want to be a casual player, like, you're not getting enough. You're genuinely just not getting enough. For Fortnite being as big as it is, and to have this little player base, like, a lot of the players are just playing custom games at this point. They're playing the brain rot games. That's sad to see. That is so sad to see. There is no incentive to play the game other than this is the game you just play with your friends. Like, the only reason I still queue up and I still upload the Fortnite content and I still play this game is to play with my friends. There is no other reason. Like, playing solo is miserable. Every single lobby is full of sweats, and it's not fun. You can't sit here and have funny moments anymore, because every single lobby is full of sweats who just want to get as many kills as possible. And I understand that's the point of battle royales, you know, getting kills, winning the game. But you also have to establish a point where if you're this good and you're just getting this many kills in casual lobbies and you're just bullying people who are playing for fun, playing with their younger siblings or playing with their family, you know, playing with their friends who they don't get to do anything because we work 9 to 5 jobs. We come home, we try to play the game to relax. This game does not let you relax. There is no relax factor that it used to have. There is no getting on, having a good time. It's, hey, we get on, we have to coordinate every single one of our attacks. We have to watch out for third parties. We have to make sure we find the good loot. There is no fun anymore. We have to take it so serious, or else we're just getting destroyed and then we don't even get to play the game. And you may say, okay, well, Jake, why don't you just go play custom games? Well, why? Like, they even ruined Delulu. Delulu is full of toxic people. Like, 149.9k on zero build. Let's just take a look at this stuff for a second. We have 149.9k, so we'll just put 150k on zero build. 9.1k on Demon Rush, 33.6 on Reload, you know, 12.9k on Lego Odyssey. People are trying to find anything. I mean, in regular Battle Royale, Nightmares is 96.4k people. That's gotta say something, right? You have less than 100k people on regular Battle Royale. For this big of a game, those are abysmal numbers. I mean, you have a game called Steal the Brain Rot with 35.7k people. 35.7k. Just to let you know, that's already outperforming Reload Nightmare Island. Are you kidding me? Then you have Go to Zone Wars being bigger. People are playing Rocket Racing, The Pillars. You have 5.8k people playing the Pit Free-for-All. The only reason I think Fortnite is staying together and having this many players and they think they're doing good is because people are playing all kinds of custom games that people have created themselves. Bed Wars, 6.5k, 9.5k Tilted Zone Wars, 7.5k Murder Mystery, Red vs. Blue, 6.6k. Like, if you add up all these numbers, it gets to be almost better than Battle Royale. And that's not even including all of the other custom games. So while they have so many concurrent players, they have a lot of people. All they're focused on is it feels like all they're focused on is making the bag before Fortnite eventually dies. It feels like Fortnite is dying. Fortnitemares was a test to see if they were still alive. They do all these collabs. They had to pay a bunch of money for the collabs, I'm sure, but I'm sure they're making money. People are buying the skins. And for what? I don't even know how to explain this. It's like the debate. Would you rather have $1 million now? Or would you rather have $1 cumulative over 1 million days? To me, it's easy. Like, you pick the one over 1 million days, you know? That's like, okay, would I like to get 100,000 subscribers and then never gain another subscriber again and my channel die? Or would I rather have a new subscriber every day for 1 million days? I'd rather have the new subscriber every day for 1 million days. Like, as much as that would suck, I'd still be making content, I'd still be growing, people would still be interacting with my video. I don't know, Fortnite's just, it's disappointing. There is no reward for playing the game. And I mean, back in the day, when Fortnite first came out, when you got a victory royale with your friends, with your boys, you know, with your wife, your girlfriend, whoever you play with, it felt good. It felt rewarding. But now it's just not there. I won't even talk about the snipers. Let's not even talk about that Fortnite released the most abysmal sniper known to freaking man this season. And I remember a while ago, like I first started my uploading and I really thought that I was one of the reasons that snipers got taken out of the game. But that was another problem with the loophole, right? Like this person seems sweaty. I guess they added the wood stake shotgun as well. That is another one they added. But how many people actually realistically pick it up? The reason I have it in my loadout right now is because I haven't found a different shotgun. They also added the Wrecker revolver, which is one of the most broken weapons I think I've ever played with. A shotgun should not be doing that much damage at that range. It is a shotgun. I understand that it's a revolver. I understand that it's going to have a little bit more range than a regular shotgun, but the damage doesn't drop off. And I know a lot of other people have been complaining about this. I know a lot of other people have been having the same problems where all people do is rely on this shotgun. There's going to be so many players in the game that once this season is done, and they no longer have the Wrecker revolver, they won't know what to do. They won't know how to play the game. As much as I do want to be a streamer and as much as I do want to be a content creator, and it's kind of weird saying this, it feels almost a little hypocritical. It feels like the game listens more so to their opinions than the majority of players. I do honestly believe that maybe Fortnite's trying, maybe Fortnite was testing a few things here and there with these last few seasons, but it's just not working, and I don't think they realize the problem. I think they're just like, oh, people are excited, look, people are buying the skins, but again, they're buying them, they're playing with them one time, and then they're done. You can have a cool skin in a kind of a crap game. Like that right there. That player would not know what to do without the Wrecker revolver. And if you notice, I'm not the best player at this game, but I'm still stuck. If I want to play the game, I have to play with sweats. I can't play the game. I physically cannot play the game. It's like they're forcing me to go play another game if I want to enjoy my time or if I want to have fun with my friends. It's ridiculous. Like, I know Fortnite has the ability to make little mini games within the map, or like have certain events, or like the bosses need to be neat and interesting. Like when they put Scorpion in the game, that was a cool boss. When the medallions were in the game, it gave you something to fight for. It gave you a reason to kill these bots, and it gave you a reason to kill all of these like big event bosses per se, but there's no reason. Like right now they're trying to hype up The Simpsons, which like it's cool for some people. Some people really like The Simpsons, sure, but that's like a niche part of your audience, and I understand that every collab you're going to be only targeting a niche part of your audience, but a whole season based on The Simpsons? I'm going to bring it back to K-Pop Demon Hunters, arguably one of the biggest movies of the modern generation. It's probably going to be movie of the year 2025, and you gave it a week. Simpsons is getting a whole season? How much money are they spending to get these collabs instead of getting the game to a place where they have the 250,000, 500,000 concurrent players? I understand it's the end of a season, so numbers are going to be lower, but still. Also, while we're at it, the amount of time it takes to get one of these capture the flags, like if we just time it, I'll put a timer on the screen for this, because it's just absolutely ridiculous. For the loot that you get, this is absolutely ridiculous. I understand that I'm a solo player and that it picks up when you have more people, but to have your entire team here is ridiculous. I really enjoyed it when you were emoting, it almost doubled in speed. That was nice. Got him. I don't know. I guess let me know what you think about Fortnitemares and why you think it was a flop. I think that Fortnite itself is going downhill. All the collabs, all like the special seasons based on like things that aren't Fortnite. You add all these new game modes, but nobody wants to play them. They're just playing what other people make because the people are understanding the people better than Fortnite is. Fortnite isn't taking into account what the people actually want, just what's going to make them the most money. And I think that's kind of sad. This game arguably used to be the greatest game of all time. It was going to be the most popular game of all time. And I honestly loved playing it with my friends. We had so much fun. But after Myths and Mortals, I think the game went downhill. I think that was the last good season, and you're just getting rid of things. You build people up, you build all these new POIs, and then they're just completely gone. They're just completely gone, out of existence, yeeted, bye-bye, see you later. Fortnitemares, no exception. No exception. Because what they're doing now is they're not updating the map properly, they're being lazy, and they're just getting collab skins, because that's all they care about. I mean, they had the right idea with Delulu. I'll give them that. Delulu was not a bad idea. In fact, I thoroughly enjoy Delulu, but it needs to have a little bit more monitoring. A game like Call of Duty, you're rating it M for mature already. So people who play, who are the younger audience, it's kind of like, well, you're playing a game not really intended for you. So what you hear, you're going to hear a more mature audience. Fortnite, however, does not have that. I believe Fortnite is rated T for teens. And there are some things that I hear people saying, there's like, that are just absolutely crazy, that even like 13-year-olds should not be playing. Because I believe teen is 12 and up, if I'm not mistaken, on the rating. And there are some things that I would be baffled if any of my friends said that, any of my family said that, or if even I would never say anything that some of these people say. I also think they need to do a better job with the skill-based matchmaking. I know I touched on this a little bit by saying that like it's just a miserable experience playing the game sometimes, because you have to sweat and you have to try super hard, otherwise you're not winning. Fix the matchmaking. You're a billion-dollar company, and you have me going up against people who are like RLCS pros, or force people to play ranked. I think if you're in casual lobbies and you're getting that many kills, if you're dropping 30, 40 kills consistently in casual lobbies, even 20, like if you're dropping 20 kills, that's a fifth of the lobby. That's a fifth of the lobby. If that's something you're consistently doing, you should be restricted to ranked, because clearly casual is not a challenge for you, and it's just ridiculous. It's not fun for the people who are just trying to play casually, have fun, hit a cute, cool sniper clip here and there, and like post it on YouTube. But no, I have to sit here and fear for my life the entire game, because I don't know who I'm going to encounter, if I'm going to encounter people who, like Nick A30 or something like that. Driven Fortnite was to appease the community, but now they're just in it to appease themselves. Again, let me know what you think. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support on the shorts lately. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next video. Peace.